The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon takes food out of a bin. Sign up for free now for the biggest moments from morning TV. Subscribe and valid email. When you subscribe, we will use the information you provide to send you these newsletters. Sometimes they'll include recommendations for other related newsletters or service. Our privacy notice explains more about how we use your data and your rights. You can unsubscribe at any. Sheldon Cooper, played by Jim Parsons, and Leonard Hofstadter, Johnny Galecki, kept CBS and Channel 4 viewers in stitches for over a decade, and the roles made both stars and the rest of the cast household names across the globe, with Parsons even bagging a Golden Globe for his. However, in a recent interview on a podcast, co-showrunner Bill Prady detailed how his fellow writer Chuck Lorre almost didn't give Parsons the role of a lifetime. Parsons landed the part of Sheldon way back in 2009 after besting over 100 people in the auditions. Prady explained on the At Home with the Creative Coalition podcast, "Via people, we saw, I don't know, 100 people? And when Jim Parsons came in, he was Sheldon on. There were people who came in and you went, okay, well, Hess kind of okay, oh, Hess pretty good, maybe Hess the. And Jim came in and he was just, from that audition, he was the Sheldon that you saw on tele." But despite Prady's awe at Parsons' audition, he claims that although Lorre was similarly impressed, he had reservations. He created that character at that audition. Prady continued on the pod. "And he left the room and I turned and I went, that's the guy. That's the guy. That's the guy." And Chuck turned and he said, "Nah, Hess gonna break. He'll never give you that performance again." Luckily for Parsons and Big Bang as a whole, Lorre's reservations didn't stop the two from casting Parsons as the show's lead. I have to say, in the story of my relationship with Chuck, the number of times that I'm right and Chuck is wrong, I'm gonna go with one, Prady joked during the interview. This may be the only example of where I actually was right. And Jim Parsons came back in the next day and gave us that exact same performance. It was like, this is Sheldon. Parsons went on to appear in every episode of the CBS sitcom, racking up over 270 credits. But back in 2019, Parsons made the decision to say farewell to Sheldon after 12 seasons on the air. Speaking on the David Tennant podcast last year, Parsons explained why he made the tough call, admitting he had other things he needed to try and do in his hectic work. Parsons was also experiencing family heartbreak at home due to his and his partner's dogs. Trending, the Big Bang star was also performing in a New York play, during which he suffered a pain. The bottom line was that it was a really intense summer. The dog passing away, he was 14, and Todd and I had been together for 15 years at that point, so it just was the end of an era, he told the former doctor who "I had this moment of clarity that I think you're very fortunate to get in a lot of ways, of going don't keep speeding by, you know? Use this time to take a look around.